Don't actually include any of that.
No.
Just cut straight around it with a fuzz.
Transsexual.
Jesus Christ.
This is the Kill Them With Comedy podcast, featuring true crime, amazing events, conspiracies, unsolved mysteries, and an array of weird and wonderful topics, all for your enjoyment. You're welcome.
And that proves that even people that you would trust with your life can, at some point, go f***ing crazy.
Anyway, welcome to Kill
welcome.
Them With Comedy. We're...
Couple, stop fucking, I don't know the name, they're just couple.
No, don't stop them, they're enjoying themselves.
Just so everyone, stop for a second, stop.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I highly recommend fucking while watching this podcast. I recommend doing anything.
Not while we're in the room, though.
Why the fuck not?
Okay.
A viewer's a viewer, mate. If they enjoy themselves, they're going to have a fucking whale of a time. They're going to tell everyone, go check out this podcast. They let you bang in the corner.
Just don't squirt in my eyes.
I think
I don't want to squirt.
It's a pretty long reach from there, though, isn't it? Mind you.
Well, no. When you when the male species ejaculates, they ejaculate at like 25 miles an hour.
I think it's like 30 or something. Isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like even higher than that.
It probably depends on your diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks healthy.
He does. He does.
Yeah.
I imagine he eats a lot. Do you eat a lot of asparagus?
Yeah, he says.
Okay. I think it's asparagus that makes it shoot out quick. I know that makes you wee.
But it tastes like shit, though.
Well, you piss.
Asparagus flavoured spunk sounds horrendous.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I guess we will. Tell us how it tastes, though. Yeah.
We'll give you a card, like a taste test.
Yeah.
Out of 10?
Out of 10. Out of 10.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
Okay, there we
What
go.
would you compare it to?
Multiple spunks, and maybe you can eat different things in between.
Yeah.
Can you do that? It says he can do it.
He says he can do it. All right, well, we'll catch in with you guys in a bit.
Yeah. So
How you doing anyway,
first.
Carl?
Eat some more asparagus.
Yeah,
while
eat a lot more.
You fucking...
I'm not having any.
No, fuck that.
No.
Not literally. Anyway,
Yeah. How the fuck you been?
I've been alright. A little bit of pain today, as you know.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm good.
We've both got fucked up sort of facial shit at the moment. I've got a tooth that I've managed to physically break trying to get something out of my teeth. So...
And I've had dental issues for a while, but mine's getting all sorted out soon. But right now, that doesn't help.
Yeah.
It just makes me more in pain right now.
Yeah, you're just sitting there like, wow, none of this is helping.
It is in the long run. It's helping in the long run, but right now, it's just, ow.
Yeah.
Ow. But that just means get really high for me.
Yeah.
With the legal stuff, obviously.
It's like when I tore my
stuff.
ACL, man. It's just you just keep on pumping more and more painkillers of any variety into yourself. Until the day goes a bit better.
In your mouth, you smoke them.
Yeah.
Put them up your butthole. If that's what you got.
I mean, if you got them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you got them, shove them up your butt. That's what I always say.
Boof them if you got them. Yeah.
That's what I say. If you have them, shove them up your butt. I think that's what we all say, really.
Cheers.
Cheers, indeed. A truer statement was never said before.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Fucking hell.
It feels like a song. Shove them up your butt.
Shove it up your butt.
I feel like that is a song.
It should be.
It should be. That should be my next song that I bring out.
Yeah. Shove it up your butt.
My next comedy song. Shove it up your butt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it like that. Exactly like we were saying then. It's like, if you got it, all you gotta do is shove it up your butt. Shove it up your butt. Shove it up your butt to shove it.
Ooh, shove it.
I'll work on that. I'll work on this.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I released.
I see it as like a funky vibe, as well.
Yeah.
Like with a really deep bass, like.
Yeah, like a proper. Shove it up your butt. Shove it up your butt.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, there we go. We can't help but do this, and they're just fucking away in the background.
We're just so fucking talented. I mean, to be fair, that probably helped, didn't it? That was sexy vibes. Yeah, it was sexy vibes.
Oh, cool. I just found out from that lady I can do a thing tomorrow. Can do a 5 to 10 minutes.
Ooh.
Huzzah! From Karen Bailey. So I'm going to be at the station in Sutton Coldfield.
Let's go.
Tomorrow, so... I mean, I probably won't get this out, but I'll try and get this out in a day tomorrow.
Yeah.
To do it all in one chunk with bass.
Yeah. Fuck it, yeah.
Well, in that case...
I got a gig tomorrow as well. It's only fucking open.
Oh, yeah. What's yours
Although it's
again?
actually going to be probably... very, very good gig, to be fair.
It's a Banbury
in the attic in Banbury. They're fucking great open mics, to be fair. Like, every time I've been there, they've had like a really responsive audience and really good comedians. Just the Oxford people are fucking interesting, man. There's a different vibe of comedian in Oxford as there is to the Midlands.
Is that London or not?
It's not quite London. It's
okay.
sort of like midway almost.
Nearby, around London.
Yeah.
London's a large place, so I just consider anywhere around there London.
Yeah. But it's fucking, it's a nice town. I've done Oxford a few times. And yeah, that fucking place, man. Like, there's loads of students there, so you obviously just get student crowds, and some of them will go with you on things, and some of them won't. But it's fun.
I say they posh students.
Yeah, some of them. Not all of them though. That's the thing, because Oxford's such a like, it draws people with, you know, high intelligence and stuff like that from all sorts of places who are just high achievers. You get
Smart
quite
people.
a mixed crowd.
Yeah, smart people. We're supposed to be smart people. So I wonder how tuned into woke culture they are.
I think they are. They are. I mean, they're not. Maybe not.
Apparently, it's seen as not that bad over here compared to America.
Yeah.
In England, for anyone who doesn't realise, and I agree.
Yeah. I think.
We have no real comparison, obviously.
Well, I mean, we can talk about Jimmy Carr.
I love that.
We can talk about Jimmy Carr.
Let's do that for a second, yeah.
Yeah. Because I still. Is it a good joke? No, it's not a great joke.
I mean,
but is it the worst thing he's ever said? Not by a long fucking shot.
That was what I was about to say. He's pretty tame for Jimmy Carr.
For Jimmy Carr, that is basically baby steps. And it's in a fucking show called His Dark Material.
Yeah,
it's literally telling you at the start, do not come in and watch this if you are of weak mind and body.
Yeah, this is I'm known for bad stuff. This is my dark stuff.
Yeah, this is my dark stuff. Like, for fuck's sake, what did you expect? And these people then, and it was like a month it was out before anyone gained outrage. Yeah, and now it's like, we've got to cancel him, he can't do any things anymore. For one joke? Yeah. Fuck off.
When I saw it, I was like, has he got another thing out? Because I know he had that new special come out a while ago.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And it's the same one. I
like the joke personally.
I don't fucking get it. And I
like the joke. I think it's a good joke. And that's the thing, his jokes are literally written like jokes. Like other ones you can be he actually thinks this, other people with what they argue, but his are literally written
to be the most offensive thing they can be.
But they're literally written in like the shape of a joke. Like they're literally written as
set up punchline,
set
up punchline, yeah.
Say generic joke.
And also the thing is, he does bits either side of that joke that really add detail to it from what I've heard. I just haven't watched the goddamn special. Quite frankly, I don't care. Because it doesn't matter what he fucking said.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I like Jimmy Carr personally, but I've said this before, weirdly, I used to like him a lot more, but when I got into comedy, I liked him less.
Yeah.
And
I get
that must say something, so it must like,
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like Jimmy Carr though.
I get the thing of like, is it a nice thing to say? No, but that's not the point of it.
No.
And also people go, but it's not funny. It's a not funny joke. Well, the people laughed.
Yeah, it is a funny joke.
So it was obviously funny to someone. And also, the thing is, with that kind of thing, it's like, it's not funny
to them.
Yeah, to them. Yeah.
But if it's funny to anyone, doesn't that classify it as funny, really? Just because it's not funny to you, if someone finds it funny, then isn't it not funny?
Yeah.
It is.
Anything
can be funny.
Think about the amount of crowd, because he didn't just walk on stage and do this shit. We know as comedians, he didn't just walk on and go, I'm just going to say this random bit. He has been,
even if he did,
in front of how many crowds though?
Oh, yeah, lost.
How many crowds? Of hundreds of people, thousands of people at a time, just to do his workout material in situations, right? And he's done that joke to multiple crowds that are vast and got a laugh out of it each time. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in the fucking special.
Yeah.
That's how comedy works. Yeah. This shit only makes it to the special because every time he's done that joke, it has got a laugh.
Whether or not, even if it was his first ever time doing this, I would put that much belief in that joke. It's that good. As soon as I read it, I was like, that's a joke to keep. That's a keeper right there. If I read that, that would be on my set forever. It'd be right in the I don't know, but
you'd use it like you'd use it like the Bert Kreischer uses the machine story. You'd end every show with that motherfucker.
Or whack it in at the beginning. You need some good shit at the beginning. Like, that's a good beginning kind of thing. Because I don't think it's that bad.
The thing is, it's not. It's just. Is it a little bit sort of offensive to a group of people? Yeah.
But it's not going too deep in. It's not
he's
too
done
graphic,
jokes.
too vivid.
No, he's not doing anything like. And again, he puts a load of shit after it as well. My mate's like, he talks about all of the other different, people that were affected by the Holocaust and all those guys. Like, yeah, well, that's context, which doesn't exist when fucking that dumbass bitch Doris goes.
Doris?
Yeah, she's something Doris.
Who's Doris?
She's like the culture minister or something like that. And
she's a culture minister. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and she's talking about we need to start making laws against offensive comedy. No, you fucking don't. You have no idea what you're fucking talking about. Fuck off and grow up. You've got nothing to do with it because you're a politician and all you do is fucking lie and you don't want to hear a comedian just say something that is funny because that's far more powerful.
I didn't know there was a culture minister at all, like that concept.
I don't know if it's culture or something like that, but she's put in charge of some bullshit.
Something like that. Yeah. What the fuck is this world coming to, Nathan?
Fuck, man. I don't fucking. Fuck it. Anyway, I've raged enough about that. Everyone just seems to keep forgetting.
It's a good joke.
A comedian is trying to make you laugh. That is all they are there to do. I think there's a quote that another comedian told me that was either from Anthony Jeselnik or from Jimmy Carr himself. I can't remember, but I think it's Jeselnik.
8.5 side split.
Sorry?
8.5 side split out of 10.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah, he basically said these words are just the funniest combination I can put together. They do not represent my moral compass or something like that. You know, it's like you're not.
Oh, he was on about in general comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was.
You're not going on there and going like, oh yes, I am going to say all of the things I 100% believe. You're trying to just be funny as you can, and honest about what makes you laugh.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're honest about what makes you laugh. You're not honest about what you really think. Or
sometimes what you really think is important and does creep into it, but not all the time.
And sometimes what you actually did comes into it, or you embellish it, or you just make shit up completely. All of those, you can say anything. That's the point. Whatever's funny, it's all good.
It's just about making you laugh. That's all he is trying to do.
Personally, I'm at this point now with like cancel culture and all this, where I've realised... I think I said this to you before as well. It's not that I don't think it exists now. It's just it only exists as much as people give it power. Yeah. But at the same time, me now, I look at cancel culture and people getting bitchy about whatever.
Yeah.
It generally makes me laugh. Yeah. It's like a whole other form of comedy.
I mean,
like that joke that Jimmy Carr won is generally even funnier because of how bitchy people get out of it.
Yeah.
It was an 8.5 side split out of 10, but as soon as everyone started bitching about it, it went up to a 9. Up to a 9, possibly a 9.5.
Yeah,
but we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it works out. Yeah.
What are we talking about today, Nathan?
Oh shit, we're going that fast and smooth.
To be fair, we never introed this.
No. I did. Right at the start, I said that this is the comedy and we just started getting distracted by the couple who are still banging in the corner.
Oh yeah, I did get distracted quite a lot by them.
They've moved over there now.
Yeah, they moved over there now.
By the oven. Right.
Good thing you can't hear because the mics are this way, you would hear a squelching.
It could get quite noisy. I mean, it is quite noisy. It's getting a bit distracting.
Do you want to point your mic over there, see if we can hear it for a second?
That's
See, they got louder then for a second.
Yeah, just for a second. No, can't hear anymore.
Wow.
What an impressive demonstration of technology.
I'm going to get the anorak out when they eventually spunk doodle.
Yeah.
Shucky.
Spunk doodle.
Spunky.
Spunky spunk balls.
Spunky quack doodle. That's what they're going to do.
Okay. So,
spunky quack doodle all over us.
Do you want to hear about what amazing story I have for you today, Carl?
I would.
Excellent.
And for the point of the podcast, We should.
We should. Okay, so this story is a grand story of the most dangerous film ever made.
Was it like that film when you saw the horse fucking the girl?
I mean, that was pretty dangerous.
That was dangerous. They killed her, apparently.
No, that was Mr. Hands, wasn't it? Mr. Hands died from it. I mean, she might have died from it as well, but Mr. Hands definitely died.
What?
There's one where there's a dude who gets fucked by a horse.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that one's a bad one.
Is that in Mr. Hands?
Yeah, Mr. Hands.
Okay.
That's what they called
What a
it.
terrible porn star name. That's really crap.
That was back in the day, mate. That was when fucking bestiality would be sent to you on an email chain. That was when the fucking internet was wild and heady.
It was all new. No one really knew how to work. Everyone was just kind of.
They were just sending pictures of transsexual people having sex with goats because unfortunately that was the only way they could make money in sub-Saharan Africa or wherever they were at the time. It was, I've seen some fucking horrible videos. We're not going to talk about those anymore. Instead, we're going to talk about Roar, the movie.
Okay. I bet a lot of them that were getting bestiality were roaring.
Probably.
I don't just mean the animals either, I mean the people.
Yeah.
Depends which way it was round,
There was a friend of mine from university, going back to the only reason I sort of bring that up as an
bestiality.
idea. Yeah.
I was hoping we'd talk more about bestiality.
Yeah, I know, right. Now let's put this phone down for a bit. Let's talk about this shit.
Yeah.
Because there was a friend of mine from uni who told me about one of the things his mate's dad used to do was like make burnt DVDs for other people of things that they want to watch and make cheap knockoffs of it.
I thought it was just going to be one thing my friend's dad used to do was bestiality.
No. It was a lot more. It's a lot more sort of tangentially connected to that.
He used to film it in the attic.
Yeah, he had a whole barnyard scene up there.
You're going to have a gig there in the attic.
Yeah.
There we go. We know what's happening.
Yeah, we know.
Well, that's going to be a good set, man.
It's going to be a fucking amazing set.
You get to laugh. Laughing. You get to watch the donkey show.
Yeah.
Good.
It's all fucking grand.
Yeah.
But yeah, he used to sort of make these DVDs of various things that people wanted burnt off the internet and do it for cheap, Yeah. And one of the requests he got, was for, and I'm using a better term than the one they use because they use the more derogatory term now, but it was transsexuals fucking goats 3. 3, Carl! 3!
It
had been so successful that they had to make 2 sequels to transsexuals fucking goats.
I bet it became a quadrilogy.
I'm sure it did.
I bet it did.
It's probably got more fucking sequels than the Fast and the Furious.
Be a sex trilogy. Like you said, there's a lot of bestiality out there.
It's fucked.
People goats will eat anything as well, to be fair. So I guess that's part of it. I'm not saying you have to eat anything but it helps.
We see that, yeah.
If you're a goat, it helps. For the goat.
Does it?
And for the goat, will, like I said, eat anything. So the goat will do whatever. Jesus Christ. You need to talk to the camera for a second.
There's me trying to tell this story to just sort of soften the blow, and then you're like, yeah, no, fuck this. Fuck that goat.
Yeah, man.
There's something to be said about a man who is willing to put his own eyes on the line in the name of patriotism. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today, Boris Johnson has set his eyes on the sun in a way that no other man has. He is now blind and he cannot see. Can you guys stop? You're distracting me at this point. Here's me trying to come up with something interesting and getting distracted because there's a person over here, literally right over here, with a saucepan just underneath his balls, right, getting slap happy as much. Yeah, you. That was a shit show.
That was a shit show. I couldn't remember what I was supposed to call them.
No.
I don't even know them, so I can't.
I don't think that's remotely airable.
I I went down a whole route, that did.
I went a weird place very quickly. There was this man banging a woman. Suddenly he wasn't.
Suddenly he was banging a transsexual
I just want to have
ghost.
that. I want to have the cut of where we were talking normally, and then suddenly it's going, and then it's just like that weirdness.
I'll cut into some of it, and then it'll just cut straight back out again.
Yeah, don't actually include any of that.
No.
Just cut straight around it with a fuzz.
Transsexual.
Jesus Christ! Cut it to here now.
Bit.
Oh fuck!
It's gonna cut right to there, where it's a transsexual goat dealer bit, and they'll never see it. They'll never know what we did,
They never saw it.
and that's the right way.
We got to.
That's how it should be.
We've got to get back on track, Carl.
It should never-
Roll the film.
That will never be aired. Any of what we just talked about
Never.
that will never be aired.
It will be deleted and buried at sea.
Deleted, and we'll bury the memory card.
Oh, fuck.
I might release it, poop it out, bury it,
Yeah.
dig up the earth,
Yeah.
throw it in the sea,
Yeah.
and then
And then melt it
systematically.
in a volcano.
No. What I'm thinking is then systematically pollute said water body that it's in, just to really fuck it up. And
I like that.
We'll have polluted whatever body
Yeah.
of water.
No one will go anywhere near it ever again.
Whether it's a lake or the sea.
Yeah.
We'll pollute all of it
Yeah.
either way.
Radiation.
Yeah.
Fucking chemicals, the lot.
It'll be much more of a job if it's the sea. Admittedly,
I'm willing, Carl.
I'm willing.
I think it's worth it.
I think it's the only sane thing to do.
Oh fuck! Right, so Raw the film.
So we're only 28 minutes
I'm
into
way
it.
too tired. I should not be doing this anyway.
You know,
We'll have a weird one. It's a weird one.
It's a
We've
weird
had
one.
a weird one.
considering this is the one after Bigfoot, this is going to be the weird one.
This is going to be. How is this the weird one? To be fair, where we're going.
Bigfoot to me is quite sensible. If you haven't seen last week,
Yeah, it was
Or
sort of a
last
discussion on
times.
theories. This is just a story of massacre, not quite massacre, but certainly injury. Raw is a 1981 American adventure comedy film, written, produced, and directed by Noel Marshall. Raw's story follows Hank, a naturalist who lives on a nature preserve in Africa with lions, tigers, and other big cats. When his family visits him, they are instead confronted by a group of animals. The film stars Marshall as Hank, his real wife Tippi Hedrin as his wife Madeline,
None of
with
this
his
is Boaz.
daughter, with Hedrin's daughter Melanie Griffith, and Marshall's sons John and Jerry Marshall in supporting roles.
None of this is going where I thought it would go.
Yeah, it's
None of
weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
What film were you thinking?
An army one,
Oh, is that the one with
a helicopter.
Oh, I don't know if I know that one.
There's a helicopter crash.
Oh.
Is that anything to do with this?
No.
Oh,
It's a
okay,
different
well.
thing.
There's a helicopter crash, and I know a few people in the area died while doing it.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think it was a different one when they used. It might have been the same one actually. They did it really cheap, and rather than use like there were skeletons in the lake, rather than use like cheap knockoff skeletons,
They used actual
they
skeletons.
used actual skeletons because it was cheaper. I guess they were just littered around the area, the jungly area they were in.
That's so fucked. Okay.
I mean, you can understand the logic there. They would be cheaper. They're just people are lying around everywhere.
Yeah.
So they're just
Let's
everywhere.
just desecrate
No
a
one's
couple
using.
corpses. It's
No, I
fine.
meant the living people.
All right.
No one's using them anymore once you kill them.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. This is them doing it, not me.
Are we just killing?
We're not.
Well, no, but
We're
supporting actors once they've done their lines. I mean.
Yeah, they are. Oh, yeah, supporting actors
Yeah.
kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not out of necessity. That's just out of wanting to.
Yeah.
Which is necessity in some manner, I
I
guess.
get that.
It is necessity in the sense that I have to do this
It's a compulsion.
because I
Yeah.
really want to.
Yeah.
And if I don't do it,
Then.
it's going to make me a bit sad.
Yeah, and that's what as we've all discussed before. Do what you want.
Do what you want. Yeah.
Do what you want.
The main thing in life, that's what everyone tells you,
Yeah.
is do whatever you need to do to be happy.
Do whatever
do
you
what makes
want
you happy.
at that time
Yeah.
at the expense of anyone else.
And nowhere does it say that does not include murdering people
No, exactly.
for the sake of a film,
Yeah.
or just because you want to.
That's the golden rule that Jesus said, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
do unto others as you would do unto them.
Yeah, that definitely
yeah,
is.
that's it, yeah.
That was definitely it, yeah. And we all know he included murder in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for necessity.
Jesus didn't say shit about murder.
And, you know...
Didn't say anything about murder, didn't say anything about homosexuality. Both are on the table.
Did both on the table? No,
One slightly more socially acceptable than the other.
Oh, well, yeah.
But only
yeah.
slightly.
You shouldn't do them both at the same time. Shouldn't do them both at the same time.
No, you should never mix murder and sex.
Mainly just because there's going to be a lot of evidence left over.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do the one, you need to get rid of the evidence.
Everyone wants to do a snuff film.
You
I
can't
want to
let-
be famous and
you
make a
can't let
snuff
anyone-
film. It's literally making your own fucking evidence.
You can't let anyone catch you doing the one of them at all.
No.
And you don't want anyone to catch you murdering either.
No. Anyway, speaking of snuff films, Roar!
That's a snuff film.
No, but
Wow.
it gets close.
Holy shit.
Let's have a little look.
I don't think this is why no one's heard of it. You're not supposed to be watching this. These aren't cool. It's not a snuff film. It's evidence.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
American naturalist Hank, Noel Marshall, lives on a nature preserve in Tanzania with a collection of big cats to study their behaviour. Although he is due to pick up his wife Madeline and their children from the airport to bring them home, he is delayed, and his friend Mativo warns him that a committee is coming to review his grant. So it's basically...
Who's Grant? And why is it his?
I don't know.
Is it like someone...
Hugh
He's like
Grant?
his butler?
It was Hugh Grant.
His butler?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's got a butler in this, and they come into...
So he comes
they come
along
in
with
to
this
review
Hugh
it.
Grant.
Wait, is there actually a butler in this now?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
There's sort of a butler. It's only in the film, though. Anyway, the grant committee arrives. Madeline and John go to fucking some place. It's all fucking... It's a big story. But that's not what's
I
important.
wanted to know what the story was then, and you were just like, they come to some place, and it's a story.
All right.
Oh, whoa.
They disapprove of the big cats and threaten to shoot them. This is the committee.
Okay.
The fight between two lions distracts Hank. He breaks it up despite having his hand bitten.
Get out of here, guys.
Mativo expresses concerns over another attack when Hank brings his family to the ranch. As they leave for the airport to Mativo's boat, two tigers jump aboard, travelling with them. Mativo steers into a log in the water, causing the craft to sink. The two men swim to safety.
Wait, whoa. They're on a boat, and two lions jump on with them.
Yeah.
And their big problem is that they went into a log.
Yeah.
That's not your problem.
No.
That's not your problem.
But you're starting to get an idea of the mentality of the man who made this film.
Oh, if they're actual lions as well, jumping
Water
up on there.
and logs, big problem.
They can be.
Big problem. Giant fucking lion. Nah.
Any size lion.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be called any size lion.
Hank and Mativo still pursue... Melanie fears that her father has been killed by the animals. Hank and Mativo, still pursued by the tigers, take 2 bites from a local village to prevent the tigers from following Hank to the airport. Mativo climbs a tree to distract them. Hank encounters the airport attendant who tells him that his family have taken the bus to his ranch. Hank drives back with a friend's car and rescues Mativo from the tree. One of the car's tires is punctured on a rocky road, and Hank runs to the ranch while Mativo fends off the tigers with an umbrella.
Well, we got like half of that.
Yeah, so Mativo fends off the tigers with an umbrella. The following morning, the family tries to get on the boat to escape, but an elephant pulls the craft back to shore and destroys it. This is a comedy, by the way. This is supposed to be a comedy.
Well, one part of that, from what I heard, I was like, was the part of the tiger, or one of the tigers at least, was that originally like a lady's part, like a Jennifer Aniston? Because from what I heard so far, like 2 tigers had a fight in the place. 2 women could do that.
No, Mativo's a dude.
What?
Mativo's a dude. The dude who was riding the boat. That's Mativo. That's a dude.
That's a dude? No, I'm talking about the tigers though, because it said something about the tiger followed him to the airport, and that's normally something that a human would do. Yeah. Like in a film, it's like going to the airport. No, don't. Go without me,
No, they're just trying to eat him.
I love you.
Yeah, they're just trying to eat him, and it's
they got a proper
comical.
taste for him.
Yeah, it's so comical.
Is it the one guy who's had his hand bit off? They're like, oh, I know what that tastes like now. I want a bit more of that. Okay, that makes a bit more sense.
After escaping another elephant in the boat.
Another one in the boat? How many animals are in that boat?
No, the elephant's outside the boat, but it tries to attack the boat.
How was another one finding them?
Yeah, it just keeps on... This boat is just spawning animals.
Really?
After escaping another elephant, the family swims across the lake to find another house that they used to sleep in. When they awake, they find themselves surrounded by the pride and conclude that since they are still alive, the animals do not intend to hurt them. Prentice tries to persuade the committee to hunt down and kill Hank's lions, though he is unsuccessful. He and Rick, another committee member, shoot many of the big cats anyway. Eventually, Togar attacks them with... What? Togar? Who the fuck is Togar? And though Hank sees the assault and tries to intervene, the lion kills Prentice and Rick before returning to the house to battle Robbie. Robbie stands up to Togar and the fight ends. Hank arrives at the ranch to find his family awaiting for him. When Tifa arrives, Hank asks him not to mention Prentice or Rick's death. He is introduced to Hank's family, who agree to stay for the week. There's hidden murders in this comedy where people get eaten by lions, and he's like, don't mention it, would you, mate? Don't mention it to my wife. They'll be a bit nervous that the lions have eaten people and then are around the children. I won't be, though, because I'm a moron. I'm
not going to lie, I may have slightly zoned out right at the end of that then.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of talk about lions. And I've got to say, it started to sound a lot like the storyline of Tiger King.
It's a bit like the storyline of Tiger King.
Like Tiger King.
Tiger King is basically the real-life version of this, except more people get hurt making this than Tiger King.
Okay.
And that includes the guy shooting himself in the face.
So there was a murder in this place, and then someone shot themselves in the face at the end.
No, it gets worse than that.
Okay, I
say worse. It's no one. I don't know if anyone dies, but we'll find out.
Was this in real life or just in the film?
Oh, this is in real life. The film. Well, this is the reason why it's the most dangerous film ever made. They used real lions all the time.
Okay. Like Siegfried and Roy, or Sigmund and Freud.
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the production, because that's the actual important thing. If you want to go watch this movie, do, but it's not great. From what I've heard, I haven't bothered to watch it because this shit's way more interesting.
Yeah,
in fact, we could watch it on a film thing if we want to watch that. Watch that fucking film as well.
Or we could watch anything else.
Or we could watch literally anything else.
Yeah. I'll vote for anything else.
Yeah. Raw was conceived by Marshall and Hedrin in 1969 after she'd starred in Satan's Harvest in Mozambique. That's another film that he made that was basically about reefer madness, and there was a bunch of people.
I think I've heard of that.
He was an American detective who was in South Africa, and all of the other people wanted to keep the money. Well, keep the land because they were growing weed and heroin on it, but this hardcore detective isn't going to let that happen. It sounds like a shit film.
It doesn't sound like great, yeah.
No, it
doesn't.
doesn't.
Explain it.
During filming, they came across an abandoned plantation house in Gorongosa National Park, which had been overrun by a pride of lions.
So this is real life then. They just found this place filled with lions.
Yeah, and they just went, let's make a film around these lions.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's what you want to do.
This is the reason why it's the, most dangerous film ever made.
Yeah, bad enough like bringing in trained lions. That's bad enough.
Yeah.
Like, you know what happened to those two magicians?
Yeah, they got fucking chomped.
They did.
One of them got chomped. Yeah.
Didn't die, but,
He got hella chomped.
Yeah. He was basically going to die.
Yeah.
Back in the old days, if he was in some jungle, he probably would have died.
He would have died easy.
Yeah, and
that
be
cat
another one.
Finished him off too.
Yeah, and there'd be another one to jump in, especially with the pride of them.
Yeah.
Fucking pride of them all. I'll take pride in that.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. There you go. You got there before I could. God damn it. Okay.
Make you wanna go up and down
and turn your face down.
Oh. Just like them over there. Look at them. They're getting onto the strawberries now. Did it taste like asparagus?
Apparently they do.
He's nodding. I mean, he can't talk right now. His mouth full.
Yeah. Well, they'll get to it.
So is hers.
Oh dear, that was horrible. That was like the fucking Joker laugh. And we're told by their bus guide and local residents that animal populations were becoming endangered due to poaching. So, they're like, oh yeah, there's this lovely house full of lions and they're so endangered, let's make a movie about them so that people will like them more.
I mean, if there's people in the area, then it's probably a good idea having the lion slightly. I know it's not nice to say, but it's probably a good idea having the lion slightly endangered.
Yeah.
Because lions around people aren't great.
No.
They eat them.
They do. This is all basically just from Wikipedia, by the way. There's so much information.
No, I know that. I know that in general. The lions eat people.
Yeah.
I don't need Wikipedia to tell me that.
Oh, no.
I know this.
No.
They can eat a person as quick as they want to.
But this particular quote comes from Parade. Right?
Oh.
This is Tippi Hedrin herself talking about it when they saw the lions. It's like, it was an amazing thing to see. The lions were sitting in the windows. They were going in and out of the doors. They were sitting on the verandas. They were on the top of the Portuguese house, and they were in the front of the house. It was such a unique thing to see, and we thought, for a movie, let's just use the great cats as our stars.
I mean, the whole idea in general sounds like, a place taken over by... It sounds cool.
Yeah.
Does it sound cool?
Yeah.
But take that idea and do it somewhere with trained
lions.
Yeah,
in a safe environment.
They're still wild animals, but they're a little bit better.
Yeah.
There's a slightly less chance that they're going to rip everyone apart.
A very slightly less chance.
So it's not perfect still at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, make one a little bit hungry one day. Give it a little bit less food, or the food's just got a little bit less nutrition, and they're going to chomp a bitch.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it doesn't even require that, wasn't it? Like, wasn't fucking what's his face in
the Magician Man.
No, in Tiger King, what's his face? Joe
Oh,
Exotic.
Joe
He was like,
Exotic.
let motherfucker put a load of tuna on my foot, or something like that. It's like, that's what it was. They put tuna smell on your foot, and that's why the thing tried to eat you. It's not because you're a fucking human and it's a fucking lion.
There was someone who had like an arm half bitten off as well in there.
Oh yeah.
That happened in it, didn't it? Actually.
Yeah, and they went back and kept working. Like, the fuck is wrong with these people?
They're real like tigers, I guess.
But this is
Not
the
a
thing,
tiger's
man.
fault.
What is that obsession with fucking giant cats? People get weird about it, dude.
I like animals, so I get it.
Yeah, same. But I don't want to fucking have one in my house.
Not a giant thing that can eat me.
No,
not that. I have other things in my house.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have like a snake that could eat me. I'd have a little snake.
yeah. Snakes would be cool. Yeah.
I like snakes.
Anyway,
I know someone who
pre-production.
used to sleep with like an 8-foot snake, and she was always thinking, "Oh, it's so cute," and that used to sleep with me.
Yeah, and then it ate her.
Well, no, it didn't. But she learned this, and I told her this as
Yeah,
well. Didn't
it's
believe me when I
way-
said
yeah,
this,
it's-
but then she read it, and it was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, he's just waiting to eat me." I'm like, "No shit."
Yeah.
Holy shit! What a surprise!
It's literally weighing you up like, can I
Yeah.
fit you in yet?
Kind of what guys do to ladies. Can I fit it in yet? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a bit longer.
Yeah, just a little bit longer.
It's so good. It's so good.
Just mushing a mushroom. Marshall wrote
Yeah,
the first
it is
script
more
for-
to do with erectile dysfunction than anything. It's true.
It is for most gentlemen.
Yeah.
Marshall wrote the first script for the project in the spring of
don't wanna-
1970. What?
I'm trying not to make more penis jokes.
Oh, right. That's hard to do.
No, it's not. That's the problem. It's not hard.
It's not
That's
hard.
the thing.
No.
It's like mushing in an uncooked sausage. That's okay.
Thumbing in a softie.
Thumbs are quite significant.
They are. He gave it the working title Lion.
Interrupting content. Sorry.
Later, he changed it to Lions, and More Lions.
What an inventive name.
What a fantastic name. This man is a genius of cinema.
Was it lions and more lions, or just lions and more lions?
Lions, and More Lions.
Jesus. I don't even know if that's better or worse. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. He also enlisted the assistance of actor and voice artist Ted Cassidy, with whom he had co-written and produced The Harrod Experiment, apparently. The original script allowed for up to 30 or 40 trained lions. Marshall was also inspired by Mack Sennett's slapstick routines and decided to incorporate a mixture of comedy, drama, and moments of stark terror in the human and animal encounters, with an underlying message of the need for preservation of African wildlife.
You need to preserve African wildlife so they can eventually take over this town and eat us, is
Yeah.
the idea of the film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Marshall and Hedren began keeping young lions that they had acquired from zoos and circuses in their houses in Sherman Oaks.
Wait.
Yep.
Okay.
This was illegal, as they did not secure permission from the authorities beforehand, though it was before the more stringent regulations of the Endangered Species Act of 1973. The authorities discovered the animals in 1972 and ordered the family to remove them from the property. The couple purchased land in Soledad Canyon and hired staff to construct a set along with 2-story house inspired by African architecture. The house was supported by 14 telephone poles, which made it sturdy enough to bear the weight of 50 big cats, or 200,000 pounds.
At least they thought about that there, I guess.
Yeah.
That's one thing they thought about. Most buildings would be strong enough to hold a lot anyway, their buildings.
But that's 9 tons of lion.
No, that's not actually that much, is it, with a lion?
No, but
Not
9
that much.
tons of lion?
Yeah, but a lion's got to be like at least like 1.5, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe a bit less.
Maybe.
A ton. Then again, a big show is like a ton. Yeah, but okay, like 9 lions. That's too many lions, actually, for one building.
I mean, that's 50 big cats for 9 ton.
50?
Yeah.
Oh, 50 big cats?
Yeah, 50 big cats. So they're like,
Oh,
that's actually quite a lot lighter
50.
than I expected.
50 big cats is a
Now I
lot.
come to think of it.
I thought it was... I don't know, carry on.
No. The staff was composed of
We are not good
union
at maths.
workers. The marshals did not use union workers as they were unable to afford them and were afraid of breaking union rules. A flat roof was installed in the house. The surrounding land's Californian desert characteristics were adapted to mimic Tanzania. These motherfuckers have just got lions walking around California.
I didn't realise it was California.
Yeah. Tanzania.
It's even worse.
Yeah, by planting thousands of cottonwoods and Mozambique bushes. So basically just planting invasive species in California.
Is that a plant or?
Yeah, African plants. They took African plants and fucking grew them in California.
That's like, I'm guessing it's cheaper to just take them and put them there. Like we were saying about the skeletons earlier, it's just cheaper to grab the actual ones, put them there.
Put them there.
Not the best idea at all.
No.
Even more so than that. But look, if dead bodies like took over the area they were in, you wouldn't want that.
They even went as far, right, as damming a nearby creek to create a lake.
Oh God!
Right? A crew of 5 men cordoned off areas of up to 2,000 square feet with 14-foot fences to prevent the animals from escaping. A miniature studio was constructed alongside numerous other buildings such as editing rooms, a kitchen commissary, an animal hospital, elephant barn, a £10,000 freezer to store meat for the big cats. Like, what the fuck, man?
They're doing a lot to
Yeah.
prepare for this. Like,
They're really
way
prepping.
too much. Yeah, really, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Way too much. Personally, seems like.
Yeah. After Marshall took in 2 infant Siberian tigers and an African bull elephant named Timbo.
Infants, so they're going to have to wait for them to grow first as well.
Yeah.
Why?
From the Okagangan Game Preserve, he decided to revise the film script to include different animals and change the formerly Leo-centric title to Roar. Lions, and more lions. Another addition to the script. Yeah. Another addition to the script involved Timbo crushing the family's rowboat, inspired by seeing an elephant destroy a metal camper shell. The family would eventually accumulate, by 1979, 71 lions, 26 tigers, a tigon, 9 black panthers, 10 cougars, 2 jaguars, 4 leopards, 2 elephants, 6 black swans, 4 Canada geese, 4 cranes, 2 peacocks, 7 flamingos, and a marabou stork. The only animal they turned down was a hippopotamus.
Oh, well, I mean, they did one smart thing, I guess?
Yeah, one smart thing.
One, but it's very minor compared to the amount of dumbness there.
Yeah.
Quite minor. That's a lot of cats. That's a lot. I thought you were going to cut it with just like the lions and the tigers.
No, but it keeps going cougars, black panthers.
Yeah. And the one you said a tigon. What the fuck's a tigon?
A tigon is, you know when there's a liger? A liger's
Yeah.
when a lion fucks a tiger and
Yeah.
the tiger's a female. A tigon's the other way around.
The tiger and
so
a lion.
the female tiger,
a
male tiger fucks a female lion, and
Jesus Christ, there's so much fucking going on.
Yeah. Marshall and Hedrin had to hire animal trainers. No fucking shit. When they received more lions.
Why
One
so
trainer.
many for this film? Like, what the fuck are they planning to do?
I don't know.
What the hell, man?
This is the thing. They don't need 71 lions.
No, and then like another 20-odd fucking tigers,
Yeah.
and then another fucking 70-odd different wild cats.
Yeah, it's
They're
mad.
making a zoo. A big zoo, a ridiculous, a giant safari park. They're making.
So they started off in 1972. Unsurprisingly, issues with funding started in 1973.
That makes sense.
Yeah, as by then the cost of the crew and the feed for the animals was $4,000 per week in 1973.
Even more. Yeah,
That's like
even more.
$100,000 or something silly like that, probably.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one part that makes sense.
The family sold their 4 houses and 600 acres near Magic Mountain to pay debts, and Marshall's commercial production company went bankrupt. He had been executive producer of The Exorcist.
Oh.
And
okay.
the proceeds from that film partially funded production. Rumours spread that the film had the curse of The Exorcist. Marshall also sold some possessions, including Hedrin's fur coat given to her by Alfred Hitchcock for a starring role in The Birds. The lack of funds, however, meant that members of the family had to cover crew tasks and take on other work.
Yeah.
John Marshall was an animal wrangler and set boom operator and camera operator, and also undertook veterinary work like giving vaccines and drawing blood from the animals.
I love to give me vaccines just
This is
now.
literally this is the prequel. This is the 1970s prequel to Tiger King.
Yeah, this really is.
It's the only way you can describe it.
Behind the scenes, especially.
Yeah.
Like, definitely. If there was a document, I hope there was a documentary made of this because they really missed an opportunity.
Oh, they did. There is. There's
Okay.
loads of documentaries
Yeah,
on this.
okay.
They're all really good.
Do you know what, one thing you touched on, do you know what the Exorcist curse is? Because I think I learned about it recently.
Yeah, it's basically that the film is doomed to have a horrible production.
Yeah,
every
but
time.
like, there was something about there was one person that was supposed to be the Exorcist, and then they changed it around for some younger person, but the one woman had like practiced air quotes and bunny ears.
Oh, I didn't know that was the reasoning.
Yeah, in something, and she put a curse on them.
Ooh.
Yeah, like, you know, like this is gonna be crap, or it was a curse against the film, you know, like
This is going to be shit.
just wishing crapness in general on
Yeah.
it. So that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Principal photography began on October the 1st, 1976, and was initially scheduled to last for 6 months. But filming was restricted to 5 months at the time because of the cottonwood trees on set turned brown from November until March, so they'd look wrong.
So the invasive plants they planted
Yeah.
were in the end causing an issue so they couldn't record.
Yeah. What a surprise.
That's great, that is.
Yeah. What does it say here? Filming the big cats was difficult
Didn't see that coming.
and frustrating. Cinematographer Jan de Bont often spent hours setting up 5 cameras and waiting for the cats to do something that could be included in the film. This eventually led to Marshall and the crew recording footage in documentary style with up to 8 Panavision 35mm cameras. One scene where Marshall and Motivo drive a 1937 Chevrolet containing 2 tigers took 7 weeks to complete, because Glassy and Miller had to train the animals to ride in a car. Because they don't want to ride in a car.
Funnily enough, it's not a normal thing for a tiger to do. Ride around in a car with the top off, you know, shades on, chilling out, arm out the window.
You can get the idea, though.
That's a great image in my head now, though. It's great.
Filming took 5 years to complete. Although Hedrin claimed that principal photography ended on October the 16th, 1979. Fuck me, I took a while with that sentence. After just over 3 years, Additional pickup shots were filmed in Kenya during the editing stage.
Yeah.
The production time was 11 years in total.
You know, imagine getting out of that as well, filming a load of stuff with a load of wild cats all around you, getting out and then hearing, oh, you got to go back to reshoots. You're like, oh, no.
And the reshoots would not have been fun.
No.
Because this is the fun part. The injuries and set damages.
There we go, okay. Let's
So-
get into some details here.
Due to the
want
large
blood.
number of untrained animals on set, there were reported 48 injuries within 2 years of the start of filming. It has been estimated that of Raw's 140-person crew, at least 70 were injured during production. In a 2015 interview, John Marshall said that he believed the number of people injured was actually over 100.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
So, Hedrin, Tippi Hedrin, had her ankle fractured by Tembo, the African elephant, when he used his trunk to pick her up. She contracted gangrene from the wound.
I shouldn't laugh, but I'm gonna.
Noel Marshall
We
was
should take
bitten
more like
through the
this.
hand when he interacted with a male lion during a fight scene. Doctors initially feared that he might lose his arm. By the time he suffered 8... One time he suffered 8 puncture wounds on his leg caused by a lion, which was curious about his anti-reflection makeup.
What? I look at it and know that's what he was curious about. They just know that's what he was all about.
But by that time, right, he gets bitten 8 puncture wounds in one leg on one thing. By that time, he had already been bitten 11 times. Why is he still doing this?
Yeah, who was that? Which one was it?
This was what's his face? Marshall, the guy, Noel Marshall.
Is he? Okay, yeah.
The man in charge, the director, the main actor.
I was going to say the director is the
Yeah.
actor as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I suppose it makes sense that out of everyone, if he gets bit, he's going to keep it going. It's his baby.
Yeah.
He doesn't care if he gets bit.
He was hospitalised for it. Right? He was hospitalised. Where is it? Oh, yeah. When his face and chest were injured by a lion. His face and fucking chest, Carl.
I mean,
We were talking earlier about Siegfried and fucking Roy.
Yeah, that was
this
the
guy
neck.
could have just kept doing magic quite happily, apparently.
It's hard to have sympathy for. It's the same thing with Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah.
It's hard to have sympathy for them because you're messing around with these big giant animals.
Big
Like-
fucking animals.
Joe Exotic, if he got his face bitten off, he'd be like, it's hard to feel that bad for you.
I can't feel sorry for you. You literally were standing next to a lion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marshall was also diagnosed with gangrene after being attacked many times.
Okay.
It took Marshall several years to fully recover from his injuries. During a promo shoot in 1973, Hedrin was bitten in the head by a lion. Tippi Hedrin, star of Birds, was bitten in the fucking head.
Was that the lady from it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know who that is. Well, what a surprise. She didn't get hurt by the birds, but she got hurt by the tiger. What a surprise.
Do you want to know what the lion's name was?
Go on.
Cherries. Cherries the lion, whose teeth scraped against her skull.
Oh.
She was taken to Sherman Oaks
That doesn't
Hospital
sound
where
good.
her wounds were treated and she was given a tetanus shot.
Right, that good?
Yeah.
That's the best part of that story.
She was admitted to Antelope Valley Hospital after the Tembo, the elephant incident where she got gangrene.
It's like they're expecting lion attacks there. They call themselves Antelope.
Yeah.
Wherever it was.
Yeah, what was it? Antelope Valley Hospital.
The
Yeah.
antelopes get attacked by lions. It sounds like.
Yeah,
There you
they
go.
do. Yeah.
There you go, yeah. See that? Like, yeah, we know what that place is about.
Yeah,
I know
Hedrin
what's
said,
going
by the
down
way, that Tembo the elephant had been trying to keep her from falling off, and that it wasn't his fault at all. The poor little elephant, which I do kind of believe. I don't think elephants are inherently nasty fuckers, but lions do.
Wait, what
want
did
to
the
eat
lion
you.
do?
Oh,
Not
this
the lion. What did the elephant
This is when
do?
there's a picture of it here. That's her getting picked up by the elephant,
Ah.
and at that point, it's already broken her leg.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, like you said, elephants aren't particularly mean. They're just big, strong things.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be interacting overly with us.
She was not just left with gangrene, she was left with phlebitis and gangrene.
Huh?
Phlebitis is an inflammation of the vein, usually in the legs. It most commonly occurs with superficial veins. It often occurs in conjunction with thrombosis. So it's basically like a deep vein thrombosis caused by injury.
Big like swollen legs and that. Yeah. Mo's got that at the moment. It's like when you get like the elephanty legs.
Yeah, it's fucking brutal.
It doesn't look like it'd be fun.
No.
Apparently it's not.
My gran used to get it a lot.
But as another thing, as I said, one good thing about getting ill or having some kind of injury or something, one saving grace about it is it's an excuse to get really high.
Yeah.
Which is never a bad thing. No. Let's be honest.
Always get high.
Always get really high.
Yeah.
It helps. I was thinking we could turn more towards the camera as well. You know what I mean? Look. Get a bit like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how you feel about that.
I think so. Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
What's his face? Yeah, Tembo the elephant, though, was apparently a bit of a dick because several days earlier he'd bucked his trainer.
Bucked his trainer?
Bucked his trainer. B on that.
Oh, like...
Bucked.
Yeah. He didn't, like, pin his trainer down in the corner.
Just elephant cock his way in. Fucking hell. Hedrin was also scratched on the arm by a leopard and bitten on the chest by a cougar. Griffith received 50 stitches after being attacked by a lioness. It was feared that she would lose an eye, but she eventually recovered without being disfigured, although she did require some facial reconstruction.
Oh yeah, she didn't get disfigured, but she required facial reconstruction.
Yeah,
so that's not disfigurement in the slightest. At all,
no. If you need surgery to fix your face, you look fine.
Yeah, totally. Fucking idiots.
A lion jumped on John Marshall and bit the back of his head. That's the son. Inflicting a wound that required 56 stitches.
Ooh, that's a big old...
Jerry Marshall, the other son, was bitten in the thigh by a lion while he was in a cage on set.
That could have been very bad.
Very
big
fucking bad.
There, yeah.
This is these are the dude's children.
Oh God.
Why are they in this film? What is wrong with this madman?
I think it's the guy more like pushing his kids into it.
Yeah, Noel Marshall. He's insane.
I mean, we don't know, like the dynamic of the family behind closed doors. We don't know it. We haven't seen them on an episode of Jerry McCall, for example.
Yeah, for example.
Or Jerry Springer.
I can't imagine it's a good environment, though.
No, but either way, the father, the guy who's been in for a while, should know not to put his kids...
in a cage with a lion.
Well, at the very least. I mean, any parent should know that, not to put their child in a cage with a lion.
Yeah,
you shouldn't need to be told that. It's the kind of thing that should just be... Like, people always say, like, religion is good because you need it there to let you know what's right and what's wrong. But there's certain things that...
Yeah, there's certain things that are inalienable.
Yeah, you should just know it.
Yeah.
Locking your child in a cage...
You can't argue with it. Keeping a child in a cage with a beast that can eat it, probably a bad idea.
Probably a bad idea.
Yeah. We knew that way before Jesus.
Yeah. Jury's out, though, we might be wrong.
We could be.
Happy to admit if we are wrong.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. If someone wants to do those experiments and give me the data, I'll have a look.
If they're still around afterwards. Sure.
Oh, fuck. It gets worse.
Really?
So, cinematographer Jan de Bont, mentioned earlier as hating the lions for being a pain in the arse to film, was scalped by a lion in an injury requiring 220 stitches. They literally had to sew the man's fucking scalp back on.
So I'm guessing that however much you said is how much a scalp is in measurements.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked by that.
I'm guessing it's about 220 around there, maybe with like a flap left on.
Oh God, I'm just imagining that, just flapping around, just slapping it on.
Most members of the crew were injured, including de Bont, who was scalped by cherries again. Same fucking one as before.
You've got like 70-odd like fucking tigers. Why not just swap it out for a different tiger?
Yeah.
Surely that's the one good thing about having so many
tigers. We've got so many tigers. Why do we keep using the one that bites people?
Surely after he scalps or fucks up the first person, that should be
okay, you're in the cage for now.
Yeah. You got so many. That one can... I don't want to advocate for killing tigers.
No.
But you can kill that one.
You can kill that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He keeps biting people.
Yeah. At the very least, let it go free.
Although John DeBont
Into California.
or Jan
Maybe
DeBont,
don't let it go
sorry.
free because you're in California.
Yeah, no.
That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, bad idea. But Jan DeBont, the badass motherfucker, he gets his head stitched together and goes straight back to work.
When was this? What year was this? In the 70s?
Yeah. Yeah, you'd never get away with this in the fucking... You wouldn't even get away with this in the 80s.
Of course not. No.
But in the 70s, everyone was doing cocaine.
This is true. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I would be a lot more in the position of frame of mind thinking, I can do this if I was high all the time on coke.
Yeah.
Like, especially, like, on bud, you'd be thinking about it more.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, I don't know, this is a good idea.
It's a lot. It looks fluffy and fun, but
Yeah.
danger.
I like the touch of it, but them teeth, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Oh. But on coke, you'd be like, yeah, let's do it, man. Oh, it's going to be awesome.
I want to fucking do rails and rub myself against a fucking lion.
All right.
Oh, that's just exactly how I see it.
That's how I want to see it now.
Yeah.
That sounds like the kind of video I'm into.
Togar, which is the line we that's
That's
the
another
name
great
that,
name.
That's the name that we were mentioning earlier. Togar.
I don't remember that name, but I like it.
It's the one where I did at the end of the movie. Togar is involved, and I didn't know who
yeah,
Togar
the
was.
one that I said was Hodor.
Yeah. Togar, one of the lead lions, bit assistant director Doran Cooper in the throat and jaw and tried to pull one of his ears off after Cooper unintentionally cued an attack. Cooper,
Wait, was that just literally, that was victim blaming?
Yeah,
Right there.
victim blaming.
Yeah. So blaming one of the boxers because you headbutted the one guy's fist.
Yeah. He leapt into it.
Yeah.
Cooper also received injuries to his scalp, chest and thigh and was admitted to Palmdale General Hospital where he had to undergo 4.5 hours of surgery. Although the attack was reported as nearly fatal, a nurse told Santa Cruz Sentinel reporter that Cooper's injuries were acute, sudden and traumatic, that he was conscious and in fair condition after the surgery. After witnessing the attacks, 20 crew members left set en masse. What a fucking surprise.
What? Yeah, to be honest, it is a surprise at that point because they've seen so much shit go down. You feel like you're just there for it at that point. It's like getting like 3 years into World War II and then being like, this is too much for me.
Yeah.
Like, you've already been there 3 years, you're probably going to see out at this
You're
point.
kind of committed.
Yeah. That's surprising.
Despite that, turnover was high and many crew did not want to return.
I mean, that's the best choice they've made.
Pipes and berms, whatever the fuck those are, from Aliso Canyon became flooded with water and burst on February the 9th, 1978 after a night of heavy rain. Both were pointed towards the Marshall property to redirect water from the Southern Pacific Railroad tracks. The property was destroyed by a 10-foot, 3-meter tall flood, from which 4 sound crew members had to be rescued. Marshall, who had left the hospital despite being scheduled to undergo knee surgery, helped to rescue many of the animals. 15 lions and tigers escaped from the set after fences and cages collapsed. The sheriff and local law enforcement killed 3 lions, including Robbie, the lead lion, who was replaced with another lion.
Come on, guys, let's get out of it quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Who was replaced?
That's the right song, isn't it? That's a Great Escape.
Yeah, no, that's Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
That works, kind of. They're not on a hunt for anything. Well, they are on a hunt, actually. Their lions are always on a hunt.
Yeah. That's literally what
They've tasted human now, actually.
Yeah.
They are on a hunt.
Yeah.
They've tasted human.
Also, since they shot the lead lion, he was replaced by another lion, Zuru, when they resumed filming. Why are you resuming filming on this film?
I want to know as well the real story there. I want to know how he went about rescuing the different animals. Like, how do you go about rescuing a tiger that's drowning? Like, I try to, like, you know...
That's a really good point. Like, you can't just sort of go, here, mate, I'll give you a hand.
Yeah. My Yorkshire Terrier sometimes, like, you know, he gets a bit... When he's scared, you know, like, he might... I can't think of a time when he was. But if he was, he'd be like,
yeah.
Scratch you or something. I've had it with cats before when they've been stuck in a... When cats are stuck in a settee. Yeah. There you go, because cats are dumb. Like, I don't want to spoil it for everyone.
But cats are brilliant. They're stupid, but brilliant.
They are kind of cool. I like them because they're so indifferent to the world.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the fuck you attitude.
Yeah. I'm a big believer in that.
Yeah.
I can get behind that. One thing I love about my dog is that just big, like, indifferent to the world, doesn't listen to anything that's going on. It's because he's deaf.
Yeah.
But I want to be more like dog.
Yeah, but I there's something about deaf dogs that's kind of weirdly cuter.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's the fact that you can sneak up on them.
You can't help but sneak up on them.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, what the fuck? Oh, it's you. I love you.
Exactly that. He kind of went sideways at this point. He's a great dog.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to have him, like, down here sometimes on the gig nights and that.
Yeah.
Because he'll just sit still most of the time.
And just be a happy little dog.
He'd be one of those dogs that would just be in his bed the whole time. Like,
yeah.
Especially for feeding just before he can't go.
Right, where was I? So the dam broke and several floods more caused the surrounding lake to fill with sediment, adding 6 feet to its height, ruining most of the sets they'd made. Most of the set, ranch editing and equipment and film stock were destroyed. Over $3 million of damage was caused, again, in 1978 prices. That's... 50 million, 100 million, who fucking knows, you know?
That sediment really ruined the sediment.
Yeah, that sediment ruined the sentiment.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
It took a while then and I'd forgotten it. I was trying to interject it and I forgot the word in that time.
Though
it happens.
The negative had already been sent to be edited. That's the the film negative.
Yeah.
Many friends and strangers offered help to the marshals and their crew, including the Southern Pacific Railroad office, who offered to send railway cars as temporary housing for the animals. As a result of the flood, production was halted for a year to allow the surrounding area to recover. It took 8 months to rebuild the set, and 700 replacement trees were purchased. After most of the issues resulting from the flood had been resolved, 12 wildfires in Acton, California broke out in September, though the animals remained unharmed.
Fucking hell.
That is the end of the list of injuries and fuck-ups that happened in this film.
Did it say what point it was at, like, when all the floods went and that?
That was right at the end. That was like 1978 to 79.
Oh, so I love it then and that all happened, so they rebuilt all the sets and all that.
Yeah.
To film the last.
And then it gets burnt.
Yeah. Fucking hell. So they really went over the top of the amount of lines they had as well.
Yeah.
Like, significantly.
But, like, how did that fucking movie get made?
Well, back then, I guess people just weren't aware of it.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
It's literally, it's that thing of, you know, what is it? See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil, that shit. Like,
yeah.
I don't fucking know.
And for, like, the film people as well, and for them, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than get permission.
Yeah. I
mean, I do believe in it.
I don't know how someone can legitimately put their own children in harm's way of a fucking lion.
In a fucking cage with a lion as well.
Yeah.
Like, how does... Why?
I don't know. I can
imagine like Vince McMahon doing it.
Oh, I can imagine that.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
He threw his son off the top of a cage.
But everyone for a while ago, they were talking about Netflix making a Tiger King series, like, you know, one, and they were talking about Nick Cage being what's his face in it, like a dramatic version of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
God.
fuck that. Make a dramatic version of this.
That would be good.
We've got the technology now to be able to make it without people dying.
Yeah. Which is always a plus.
Always a plus.
Not killing people is a
I
plus.
like it when my movies don't kill people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Alec Baldwin would be happy if that was the case for every film now.
Yeah, I mean, let's not let Alec Baldwin read this, because
No.
You might just make a movie called Guns, Guns, and More Guns.
Yeah. It owns way too many guns in the place.
Yeah.
People are shooting them everywhere. They shouldn't be shooting them.
Yeah. People just, using a gun randomly and then throwing it on the set like, it's a live one, that's all right.
Yeah. It's like everywhere. Like, there was just a bullet put in there. Like, it wasn't meant to be put in there. Why was there a bullet there to begin with? Anyway?
Why weren't you using a prop blank gun?
Yeah,
because we just...
The Rock said now that he will only use like fake guns. A
lot of people have said now they're only using the prop ones. And I mean, why the fuck wouldn't you?
That seems strange to me.
Yeah.
Like, I that's exactly what I thought when I saw it.
Yeah.
Like, just get the right kind of heaviness because you can tell when they're too light.
Yeah. Have the right kind of recoil on it, but make them be fucking blanks, man.
Yeah.
You don't need a bullet to come out of anything.
No. Even if it's
something... You need one of those... They've got like guards or things that they can put in the front, don't they?
Yeah,
They literally won't let anything out the front of it.
That's the same, I was about to say, like, normal guns are designed to have the bullet come out, so don't use them.
Yeah. Don't use them. Yeah.
Seems like a really obvious idea. It's like
it shouldn't be hard, really, should it?
If you're doing a fake sword fight on in a film, I'm trying to think of an example, but I can't.
Like in House of Flying Daggers or something.
Yeah, like sure, we'll go with that. Yeah. Don't use really sharp swords.
Don't use really sharp swords. No,
because they could chop a fool.
Yeah,
and you don't want to be chopped.
Yeah, no, you don't.
I don't want to be chopped. I mean,
if you can, do what they fucking did with Star Wars and use just fucking sticks and add lasers over it.
There you go. That's the way to do it. I mean, Joe Rogan is one right now that is really... They're trying to chop him down at every...
They really are trying to fuck him up. To be fair, I kind of get it. He's pushed a little bit too far in one direction. At the same time...
Let's look at both the things. And so the first thing, are you talking about the anti-vaxxer side?
I'm talking about the active anti-vaxxing side because he has sort of lent heavily into that. And as much as he goes like, I like to think I've got... different sides of the opinion. He's basically only had people who agreed with him on for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, that's all they've really... When he's had people that disagree like that... See, that's the thing, though, from hearing him talk about it. I know he's not of the mind that you shouldn't get vaccinated.
No, he's of the mind that you shouldn't get vaccinated at certain ages.
Yeah, well, at certain ages, and if you're certain... Like, people... who are a certain age and if they're healthy and have all these things in them, he said you don't really need them, which to an extent is kind of true.
To a certain extent is true, yeah.
The science side of it, like, you don't need them because you have a great immune system, then you wouldn't be passing it on. I think it's honestly, so smart to get them,
honestly,
personally.
The thing is, I would have been watching, but I got so fucking sick of him talking about it.
Yeah, but everyone was talking about it at one point, weren't they?
Yeah, but he hasn't stopped. And I just, I don't give a fuck anymore, Joe. I don't. Like, I know what you're... Yeah, but that's the thing. I know what his opinion is on it now. That's fine. I don't need to hear it every single fucking episode. It is so fucking dull
I
after a while.
haven't listened to it that much. Is it really like that
much? No, that's the thing. I stopped listening after it because I was trying to listen to it and there was literally like 3 or 4 episodes in a row where it was just the same fucking speech again and again. It's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not interested anymore. COVID is fucking... Can we all agree COVID's fucking boring? Can we all agree that?
I don't think that's been a debate, to be fair.
Yeah, can we all just agree that no, it's never been interesting, it's never been fun, it's never been exciting, it's just a dull, wretched, shitty topic. And I can't be fucked to talk about it anymore.
It's slightly fun in a sense, like a bungee jump. Like at the beginning, if you had a load of people in a room and you ran through, that's kind of exciting. Like you know, jumping off a cliff, like in a bungee jump, that's kind of fun because it's like, oh, it's exciting. I might die.
Yeah,
same thing.
Yeah,
that was fun.
That was fun.
Exciting.
Yeah. But I don't give enough of a fuck.
No.
I've got to the point now where other people have got opinions on COVID. Good, enjoy it. Go. Don't have a vaccine. I don't give a fuck. Go. Don't wear a mask. I don't give a fuck. Go do anything. I don't give a fuck. We're at the point now where I have had my soul crushed for 2 years, and I just don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah. I got to that a bit of a while ago.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Drugs help.
They do, but that's the thing. And it sounds like a really depressing thing to take. It's not. It's really freeing. It's the thing of like, I just don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna start living my life again as I was before. I'm going to wear a mask. I'm going to get a vaccine if I think I need a vaccine. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. I'm done.
I might take the second.
I'm done with COVID. I'm done.
Yeah, I might take a second vaccine when
they give an offer out at some point.
But they're still around.
Yeah.
It's just
whenever you feel like doing it. Yeah, because it fucked you up a bit last time, didn't it?
Headaches and all that.
Yeah, lucky. I was lucky with that.
I
was lucky with that.
Well, no, I was unlucky. It's a very small amount of people, which is why I still back them and all that. You know, still go and get the vaccines done, even if I'd have had a much worse reaction.
If you can get it, if you want to get it, get it.
You need to get it to help me, to be fair now, if I'm not going to be able to get the second one, or just choose not to because I'm a bitch afraid of getting those headaches, which I am.
Just fucking, that's the thing, I'm so bored of the topic, and
so is the media now and Boris, because they're announcing in England, it's probably not the same for everyone out there in different places, but for us, in England,
England, yes,
all the restrictions are going.
But that's the thing. A few months ago, I might have complained or said something, but I don't care.
No.
I don't care. I get to go out there and do gigs again. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's all I fucking give a shit about anymore.
That's the main thing. It's all getting more chilled out now anyway.
Yeah, and a lot of people, like, let's be honest, and
it's not what it was.
It is a big issue that people don't want to talk about, especially people in government at the moment, because they're not our age.
What is?
But people like our age and below, like, you know, between me and, like, you know, my girlfriend and stuff like that.
You? First time I heard you say those exact terms.
I'm not sure. But she's younger than me, but she's in the same sort of that same boat. There's like this decade gap of people starting around 30 and going back.
We're saying there's a decade gap between you then.
No, it's not quite a decade.
Well, I still wouldn't be to say that you over 30, so
it's fine. It's fine. We've done the calculation. We've done the calculation. You know, it's half your age plus. What was it? Half your age plus 7. And we're fine. We're okay. Right. So
I fuck a granny, so it's fine. Which, to be fair, in this area, to be fair, it could be anything from like 35 upwards anyway.
Yeah, it's true. But anyway, what was I saying?
You were gonna fuck a granny.
No, it wasn't that. No, people like our age and back. No, people our age and back have got have genuinely had basically our entire lives put on hold.
Yeah.
And we still haven't been given anything back for that. We haven't been given back any better wages. We haven't been given back any extra, you know, incentive or support or lowered prices in rent or lowered prices in housing, anything like that. They still don't give a shit about us. And
they gave us the 100% uplift in university credit. That was about it. But that still wasn't even everyone.
And that was temporary as well. That's going away now.
That's gone already now. As the cost of living, now we're still suffering because the cost of living's gone up, and they're saying it's mainly to do with the energy people choosing to put the prices up / them having to make all the changes for the climate change and all that kind of stuff, which makes sense, but it seems that they're putting it up a bit more than they need to.
They are, because they want to make profit, and they'll
But this is the thing that people don't think about, that change, about how that might happen when it comes to wanting the change done for the climate control and all that. People don't think about that as much, but at the same time, it's blatantly like a result of all the extra spending and all the damage to the economy that happened during the pandemic as well.
Yeah,
there's cost of living going up,
it is absolutely. But the problem is, like, we're already, our generation, like, struggling to get places to live and things like that, especially if you're trying to live by yourself, and it's not going to get any easier. And they don't seem to give a shit. Like, you see loads of retirement housing being built everywhere, but you like where it's literally like single berth accommodation, and it costs them about £400 a month to rent it.
Yeah.
You don't get anything like that for young people or people starting out renting. It's all just like 600, 700 plus.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of that. Like,
And it's like, where's that fucking... We don't need a lot. We just need enough to be able to fucking move out of our parents' houses.
A place full of like studio places, studio rooms.
Studio flats, yeah. I love a fucking studio flat.
Yeah. They are around. You just got to really.
They are, but that's
them.
the thing. You got to look for them, and then is it in the right place?
Yeah.
Or is that,
You probably have to come
also
more
you're
into
competing
Birmingham.
against people for them because lots of people want them.
That's the thing as well. It's the only thing. Being on universal credit, it's a lot easier to get places because you can get like the places like I'm at, you know.
Yeah.
But obviously you can't do that. I don't really. Well, I know you can go on universal credit. Obviously, when you're working, I don't know how it would work for you.
No, I earn way more than I
at a certain
able to
point.
get anything. Yeah, at a certain point you just don't get anything.
Yeah, but the cost of living going up and all that. Have you heard, the thing I was going to mention to you I haven't mentioned yet? Would you like me to tell you about that now?
Go for it.
Okay. Because this, in my opinion, I think humankind, civilization, has taken another step in the last few days. It's like took another step onto like a next thing now. Like, you know, you had the wheel.
Is this flying cars?
No, that's nothing compared to this.
Shit?
That would be shit.
Yeah.
You had like wheels and you had like sliced bread. That was another big one. Yeah. Planes, probably you could argue. But no, it's the news normalising virtual reality, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Really normalising the idea
That's
of like
good,
social networks going like into virtual reality. People can, because they're saying about it with jobs and that, like people working remotely.
Yeah.
Because so many people like working half the time remotely and half the time in an office, apparently.
Yeah.
And they're on about jobs like doing this. Spending a lot of time on the news talking about it though.
Yeah.
About having like, you know, a virtual place so you can do it, and they were showing it, and they're like talking about like, imagine if you could be walking around, you know, like walking to a meeting in an office building and you see Jeff from accounting and you can just stop and have a conversation with Jeff from accounting.
Yeah.
Like imagine that, imagine if you could just do that.
That would be weird.
That'd be shocking, wouldn't it, if you could just do that like in real life or something.
VR office.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can make the VR office look as badass as you wanted as well.
Just
Everyone could have a Google office. You could be a shitty little fucking estate agent in Croydon.
that's the thing though, it does sound kind of cool. Like
Yeah.
once the graphics are better and that, and they go like, you know, like a good company gets on with it.
Yeah.
It could be
You
cool.
could have infinite like square footage in these places. It's
Ready
like,
Player One style, like that's quite
Yeah,
cool,
bro.
isn't it? Yeah.
it's fucking sweet. Oh, the meeting room's not big enough. Well, let me just expand it a second.
It is like the start of the Matrix kind of thing, though,
It
man.
is, yeah.
You can see like that's like another point now. Reset, it's going to take off from there now.
Yeah. I'm
scary though, all that.
The VR thing's cool. The only experience I've had of it really is the John Wick game.
I haven't really.
It's fucking rad.
Yeah,
So good.
I've done a little bit on VR, but it's not. I'm not a huge fan of it just because it's such a big bulky thing, and I've only played the ones that's wired up to a PlayStation, but I know you can get ones that are separate now, can't you, as well, like the Quest.
Yeah.
But I'll be really into it when it's like glasses that are just the size of normal glasses, like little tiny goggles.
That's
a
the
big bulky
ideal.
thing where I'm
Yeah.
like,
The thing that pisses me off at the moment though is like the reason why those goggles seem stupid to me is that they're not. They're doing it on the hardware that exists in it, and Xbox Game Pass exists, and if you've got Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you can stream any game over an internet connection that's fast enough in 4K from an actual Xbox Series X system.
Okay.
So why isn't that technology in those goggles so that you don't have shitty graphics?
Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Like,
Dumb fucking move. Who the fuck hasn't thought this through?
and like surely because I was just thinking and I was like, well, maybe something to do with pixels. When you close up to them, it would look different. So I know you to zoom out one way on the base. Like,
Yeah. And also, if you got like, you don't even need to, because like a lot of the goggles, they've only got like 720p eyes and things like that because, you know, you're trying to render that on a tiny little thing like that. Well, you could have like fucking 4K, 8K shit. It's being streamed off of a different thing straight into your eyes.
I don't see why that would be an issue. Like on a little screen, like that. You can do it on phones and that. If you can do it on phones, then it's basically the same thing.
Exactly.
Just split into like 2.
Yeah,
I don't get what would be the issue with that.
It's literally, it's sitting out there just ready to be used by one of these big companies who's got the ability to do it, but none of them are.
You know, they're probably just like, they seem to do this a lot.
Yeah.
Like they hold back something like the gaming things and that until someone else does it, and then they'll release their version.
Yeah.
So it's like, otherwise like if they just bought something out, for example, they want that constant thing down day of something coming out.
Yeah.
They just want as much shit as they can.
Yeah.
As much money as they can but you get it from a business point of view, I get it, but it's just annoying.
It's, I don't know. I think, I don't know. I just want money.
I don't know that.
Give me money. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money.
We are an hour and 30 in anyway, so if you want to...
I think that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Give us money.
Give us money in general.
Give us money.
I was about to say if you want to give us our plugs, but that is...
If you want me to edit this one, by the way, I will, because it is a nightmare to edit. Mostly my fault.
That's not that bad. What is it? That's not that much.
There's all those bits we've got to take out, and there's various bits where I sound like a moron, but we'll figure it out.
There's only like the one bit, like when I go down, when I went out for...
for the florist.
Go to the florist. Yeah. Forgot we was recording still then.
Yeah.
When I went out to the florist to pick up that bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
And then they came back in and talked about goats having sex,
premaritals,
having a lot of rough time, funny business with transsexual people.
Yes.
Yeah, which is not.
Which again is not something I brought up weirdly. It's something that I actually have a story about.
But the way we
just cancel me, just fucking cancel me.
Oh no! It's fine. You can talk about it. It existed. It happened.
It happened.
But the way we talked about it, or some of the jokes I made, may be questionable.
Definitely, the jokes I made would have been questionable.
Yes, not to us at all, but to silly people.
We're gonna have to edit this bit out now as well.
Fucking it's
alright, isn't it? Anyway, and if you do see us on the street and you want to kill us for anything that we've said...
Why do you do plugs first?
Oh, shit.
You do the plugs, man.
Plugs! What are you plugging?
Tell them how to murder us.
What are you plugging?
Okay, well, tomorrow/tonight/yesterday, I will be at that station in... the station... in Sutton Coldfield, supporting that, Nathan Barton, I think his name was?
I think it was,
Yeah, look at me. Supporting Nathan Barton, 5 to 10 minutes. It's a perfect kind of set time for me.
Good set time.
Yeah, it's a sweet one, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then Friday, I will be at the Narugu or something like that. Narugo, I don't know. Some place in Soho doing a gong show.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that'd be fun now. Well, I'm looking forward to doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the 15th onwards is Katie's Comedy Clubhouse. I don't even know if you can see it. Katie's Comedy Clubhouse every 2 weeks. Be a variety of different acts, developing new material, developing whatever they want to develop, just having fun. People, come on down, it's free.
Some of them are just developing diabetes.
Some of them are. Yeah. Some of them are actively while they're here.
Yeah.
We'll be giving them sugar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kicking them a few times because I can't help.
I don't know why I do that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I hate people who do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But other than that, Katie Comedying, plenty of podcasts available, and I'm going to do another comedian quiz off at some point this month.
Yeah.
And then next month, for my birthday, maybe a live one.
Oh.
Watch this space. I thought that was like aliens landing or something.
No, that was Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that explains why I don't know.
I don't know why. I just thought it was a good tune.
I don't mean anything to do with Lord of the Rings cannot be considered good, but
no, it's a good tune. It's literally it's only thing about it is the music good. As for me, I have some gigs too.
Ooh,
yeah. Finally, I'm back out on the road, Carl.
Guess who's back?
Yeah,
back again. Nathan's back, 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 Nathan's back. La la la.
Do.
No. Okay, I'm going to have to stop because I'll carry on.
Yeah, I was going to get into it. Anyway,
I'm playing the one third because nobody wants to see Marshall more. They want to see the chopped liver.
Yes! Right.
That's the beginning.
What was I doing? Yes,
Plugs.
I was talking about my plugs. So, I've got a gig tomorrow. Whether that is visible or not, we don't know. But that's on the 10th at the Attic in Banbury. It's just a little taster gig to get my juices flowing again. You're going to try maybe some new material, maybe some old material. We don't know. And then on the 17th, I am finally doing the goddamn one I had to cancel earlier on.
Kapow.
It is the Yellow Arch Comedy Studios. They're doing a comedy night. I'm going to be on there. You know who else has been on that stage, Carl?
Who else has been on that stage?
John fucking Richardson has been on that fucking stage.
the other day. Yeah, I did see that.
I am going to be at the same venue that John Richardson played at. I don't know whether it's the same stage. I'm assuming it's in the same venue, actually. But that's fine.
Probably.
Same fucking venue. That's cool.
They have some good stuff behind them and some good money behind them.
Yeah.
Arch is good.
I'm just gonna breathe that in. I'm just gonna experience that when I get there.
And thank you to the one half of Yellow Arch, Daniel Innes as well, because he's the one that tagged me and you.
Yeah,
in
tagged
that
us
thing.
both in that thing. I would have gone for it, but unfortunately, I already had a gig.
And he told me, and now I've got 2 gigs in 2 days.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Nice,
what it's all
nice.
about, mate. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's the
Can't have
best.
a gig. Oh, my mate needs a gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom shakalaka.
Booyah. And also, as always, there is Post-Apocalyptic Metal Treehouse. It's available on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher. Wherever you want to get your podcast, find that motherfucker. It is a one-man sketch show. I've written it, directed it, and star as all of the characters. Sounds fucking insane. And it is. Enjoy.
Do you really want to? Do you really want to taste it?
Do you really want to? Do you really want to taste it? Do you really want to? Do you really want to taste it?
Never become a singer.
Yeah. I like being a singer.
I do want to do it. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it at some point. I want to do a gig on stage singing.
We're going to open up one of these ones with a Tenacious D.
Oh, yeah. One of the gigs.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
I'm up for that.
Anyway.
You need to learn the guitar, though, because
Oh, I know how to play bass.
Yeah, but can you play
We're all rhythm section, bro. We're hardcore.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it, though, playing that on a bass. I don't know if you can do it. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure something out. Okay, cool.
Anyway, this has been a fucking weird episode of Kill Them With Comedy.
They always are now.
They always are. It's true.
They just started getting high for them.
Yeah. And if anything we say has offended you throughout the episode,
Then we don't give a
and you
fuck.
do see, yeah, we don't give a fuck. And
Yeah,
if you do
I mean,
want
that's just honest. We don't give a
just
fuck
truly honest. I don't give a fuck
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing else to add to that.
there's
We
nothing else to
really
add to
don't
that.
care.
And if you do decide you want to beat us up and kill us in the streets for what we've said, then at least kill us with comedy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get killed either way.
No, I don't either. Don't kill us.
Bye.
Bye.